Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's Wednesday, March 22nd, 2017. The Gematria Effect, the Wednesday night radio show, about to start. It begins 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. 3-hour program every Wednesday. Truth Frequency Radio, 9 p.m. to midnight if you're on the East Coast, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. if you're on the West Coast. We're going to talk about the reported death of Chuck Berris. We're going to talk about the Dow's rough day on March 21st, the symbolism there. Big tank. Of course, we're going to talk about the March 22nd false flag. Put out a lot of videos on that today. March 22nd false flag, London by the numbers. Symbolic and planned out very long in advance, just like September 11th was. Got a lot of information on what happened in London today. It's Wolf Blitzer's 69th birthday. We'll talk about Wolf, the Zionist agent on CNN, barking out propaganda like no other for a long time. We're going to talk about Standard Oil and the CIA. Had a big revelation with the CIA last night doing some research. I'm always talking about 1968, and I've often wondered why 1968. And with this CIA Gematria revelation, I think I have a lot better idea. Talk about that. We're going to talk more about the death of Notorious B.I.G. and Puff Daddy and Jay-Z. Remember, Notorious B.I.G. died in 1997 by the numbers. Jay-Z, who came out in 1996 with his record label Rockefeller Records. He blew up in 1997 after the death of Notorious B.I.G. So did his record label Rockefeller Records in Gematria, sums to 97. David Rockefeller, who it's named after, died at age 97. Notorious B.I.G. dead at the beginning of 97 on March 9th. We're going to talk about a lot of interesting things on the show tonight. Shaquille O'Neal came out and said the earth is flat. Just like with the Kyrie Irving, Draymond Green thing, the flat earth riddle is in the name. Shaquille O'Neal, the same name Gematria as flat earth theory. These men are all paid to do this. They're trying to get more and more people sucked into this psyop, which the whole purpose of the flat earth thing is to dismiss the sane truth seekers. The people doing real research, trying to bring real attention to things that matter. Not debating over the shape of the earth with the most absurd arguments. Preying on people who aren't thinking. We'll also talk about Jerry Krause, the Bulls' former manager during the time of the Chicago Bulls winning 6 championships. He dropped dead at age 77 on a date that had a lot to do with NBA Finals. If you write out 77, it sums to 49 like Chicago Bulls. Also like Washington, where Jordan finished his career. If you've never seen my work on the retirement of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, look, you can check this out for yourself. Check this out. This is mind-blowing stuff right here. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, we need Sumerian Gematria, which is the alphabetic order with each letter multiplied by 6. If you write out Kobe Bryant, it sums to 113 and 678. That's because it's this method times 6. The same thing with Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant retired exactly 678 weeks after Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan played his last game against Philadelphia, where Kobe went to high school. And on the same day Kobe played his last game, the Warriors defeated the Bulls in Jordan's win record, and Klay Thompson and Steph Curry set an NBA record for teammates with 678 three-pointers. This exact number. That same day, the Bulls played the Philadelphia 76ers, and the 76ers finished 10-72 against the Bulls, the opposite of the Bulls' 72-10 previous record season. Philadelphia is also the original home of the Warriors. Philadelphia is the original home of the Warriors that became the San Francisco Warriors and the Golden State Warriors. Kobe's father was Joe Jellybean Bryant, who was drafted by the Warriors 41 years before Kobe retired. 41 years. I want you to notice that 41 is also in the gematria of Kobe Bryant. So is Golden State. Joe Jellybean Bryant was drafted by the Golden State Warriors 41 years earlier, and he was the 14th overall pick. 1441. Then 41 years later, his son retires. He's playing his final game, scoring his 60 points exactly 213 days after Moses Malone died on September 13th at age 60 in Philadelphia. Moses Malone drafted out of high school by Utah. Kobe Bryant played his last game against the Utah Jazz. And by the way, Utah Jazz has the same gematria as Kobe Bryant. Moses Malone, dead at 60. Kobe scored 60 against Utah. High school pro players, Philadelphia and Utah connections. Kobe plays in the 213 area code. A lot of young black men have been killed by the number 213. Black History Month equals 213. In Satanic Gematria, so does the word death. And so does a popular word with a lot of young black men. Tupac Shakur dead 213 days after his February 13th 2/13 studio album. Anyway, getting off topic. We're covering a lot of things tonight. 213, the NBA Finals, it's even coded into that. Think about all the young black men on the floor. Last year I was showing how Len Bias died 213 days after his birthday. His death synced up with last year's NBA Finals. He was drafted by the Celtics between the Cavs and Warriors top picks that year. So anyway, Jerry Krause, dead at 77. Washington, D.C. is also on the 77th meridian where Jordan finished his career. Jerry Krause won all of his championships while Jordan was in Chicago. Vince McMahon in a car accident by the numbers. I'm going to link all these blog posts so you guys can check them out while you listen to the radio show. I'll be talking about this on the radio show. You can follow the blog post. Share this with your friends. Get the information out. A lot of interesting work here on Vince McMahon and the car accident reported yesterday. Again, David Rockefeller dead 33 days from the Queen's birthday. Last year, Prince dead on the Queen's birthday, 33 years younger than the Queen. We're going to talk about the Rockefeller dynasty. David Rockefeller dying at 101 and the Cavs scoring 101 points. The night before David Rockefeller's death announced, in light of Standard Oil, the Rockefeller dynasty coming out of Cleveland. The basketball team with a big tribute before David Rockefeller's announced death. Tom Brady's jersey story is getting better and better. Now they've added Arizona to the story. They might be telling us we're going to see a Patriots-Cardinals Super Bowl coming up at some point. If you missed my video on this announcement, I'll link the blog post. You can check out the video. This is all propaganda, but it's all foreshadowing the NFL season ahead. We'll also talk about the men's tournament. If you missed my work this week on the men's college basketball tournament, check it out, 1939 to 2017. The link's down below for the show. We're going to cover a lot. Maybe we'll lead it off with the death of Chuck Berris. A lot of people asking about him. They called him the king of daytime TV. Gematria of 80, dead on the 80th day of the year, March 21st, 21/3. Again, that number having to do with death. He died 74 days before his birthday. His birthday was June 3rd. He died on 3/21 or 21/3. 21/3, March 21st. Also 2 months and 13 days before his upcoming birthday, or 74 days. And if you watch my work on Notorious B.I.G., I was just talking about how often people in history die 74 days from their birthday. Masonic and killing. Gematria 74. His name, Chuck Berris, has that 113 coding, very popular on TV. There's a movie about his book, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. That movie's an hour and 53, which is 113 minutes, 60 plus 53. Notice his book came out in 1984, 33 years ago. Prince dead 33 years after recording Purple Rain, recording I Would Die For You, with the number 4, the letter U. Use the 21st letter, Prince died on 4/21 or 4U. This man, Chuck Berris, used to also claim to be in the CIA. And you know what? That was probably putting the truth out in front of people, because the CIA definitely runs TV. The CIA is all about mind controlling the public, steering them down the path of military, banker, tyrant agenda. And a lot of it has to do with keeping people pacified with entertainment. So we'll talk about it all and more on the show. Derek's going to be on with the Gematrinator calculator. We'll be taking your calls, 866-37-TRUTH. The link to listen is below. Until next time.